Hey, congratulations, bro. About time you popped the question, eh? Although, I'm surprised Daisy said yes. Are you sure she agreed to marry you and you're not just making it up? Oh, haha, very funny. I guess you heard about my engagement then? Yeah, well, I was over at mom and dad's this weekend, helping in the garden, and they told me about it. I'm really happy for you, bro. It's great that you're settling down, and Daisy is a really great girl. Beth was just telling me the other day about how her and Daisy were out, and Daisy spotted an injured bird, so she decided to take it home and look after it until it was better. Although you probably know that, considering you live together. Yeah, I know about the bird. I was there when she brought it back. In fact, she won't leave the damn thing alone. Waste of time and money if you ask me. What do you mean? Well, I mean, it's just a bird. She shouldn't be spending so much time on it. Plus, when I marry her, all of her money will become mine, and I don't want to waste it on a stupid animal. I want to be able to use every penny of that money. But Daisy's great as well, right? She's sweet, funny, and really kind. It's not just her money you're interested in, right? Well, she's not as fun as some other women. All those other girls at the club and stuff, they really know how to have a good time. But she's got a fair bit of money, so I guess it's okay. Huh? Is her money seriously all you want? Jeez, you've always been a bit of a sap, haven't you? Money is really only the most important thing. I mean, it's not bad that Daisy's good looking, but I'd probably marry her even if she was ugly. With how much money she has, I'd be stupid not to marry her. It really isn't, Ben. There's so much more to someone than whether they have money or not. Daisy's a really kind-hearted woman, and she deserves a good husband who loves her. Are you gonna be that for her? Yeah, whatever. I mean it, Ben. She's a nice girl, and I like her. She's a good friend, so please don't marry her under false pretenses. Okay, I get it. I won't marry her just for her money. There are other good things about her, too. Okay, well, that's good to know. I guess I'll see you at the wedding then? Is it okay if I bring Beth along? When Daisy told her you proposed, she was so excited. Oh, yeah, I don't see why not. Awesome. Oh, I'm saying all of this. Have you even set a date yet? No, not yet. We're looking at a winter wedding, though. Daisy loves the snow, so that's what she wants. I don't really care, to be honest. The sooner the better. Yeah, I know what you mean. Just can't wait to be married, can you? Yeah. Well, if you need any help with anything, then don't be afraid to ask me. As your bro, I'm there for you through this hard time, especially if Daisy turns into a little bit of a bridezilla. Yeah, thanks, dude. No problem. Anyway, I've got stuff to do, so I'm gonna go. See you later. Sure, see you later, and congratulations again. I'm so happy for you. Hey, Beth, do you have a second to talk?
Oh, hey, Ben. Yeah, I guess so. Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's just Daisy mentioned something. She said that you recently lost your job.
Oh, that. Yeah, unfortunately, I had to leave the job due to moving. The company just didn't have a position close to where I've gone, so I had to leave it. I'm currently looking for somewhere else to work, but I've got enough money to support me for a little while.
I see, but you still don't actually have a job, though.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? With the wedding, maybe? I know Daisy is incredibly excited. She can hardly talk about anything else. LOL.
No, there's nothing else.
Oh, okay. Well, just let me know if you need anything else.
Hey, bro, you about? Yeah, what's up? I was just wondering if you had sent out the wedding invitations yet. I know the wedding isn't too far away, and I haven't received mine yet, and neither has Beth. Oh, yeah, about that. Neither of you are coming to the wedding. Huh? I'm kicking you both out. What? What on earth are you on about? You're joking, right? There is no way that you'd actually kick your own brother out of your wedding? And your friend since high school? This has got to be a bad joke. It's not a joke. I don't want either of you there. But why not? It's simple, really. You're both too poor to come to it. Plus, it's kind of weird how much you seem to like Daisy. I don't really feel comfortable with you around her, especially at her wedding. Hang on, you don't want me at your wedding because you think that, what, I'm gonna steal Daisy from you? That I'm gonna make some big declaration when the vicar asks if there's anyone who objects to the marriage? Well, you never know. Dude, I'm your brother. I would never do that to you. Look, at the end of the day, I simply don't want you at my wedding, whether it's because you're poor or because you might ruin everything. I don't think it really matters, do you? You're not going, and that's final. I'm the groom, so I get to decide who comes to my own wedding. And poor nobodies don't make the list, so that means both you and Beth are out. What the hell? What has brought all this on? You weren't like this when you first met Daisy. Why are you so obsessed over her money now? Because it's my #1 way of getting ahead in life. I don't want to be stuck being poor, overworked, and downtrodden my entire life. I want to have fun, and the only way to do that is through having money, which Daisy has in spades. Jeez, so you didn't listen to a thing I said and all you care about with Daisy is her money, huh? Well, yeah. There was no need to humiliate Beth the way you did, though. Asking her all those questions about her job and money and stuff, that's really not any of your business. I can't have poor people at my wedding, so yeah, it is my business. And a failed artist is one of the worst people to have. Do you know how many people would laugh at me for knowing someone like that? I'm not gonna let that happen to me. God, you're such a snob. I can't believe you're acting like this. Well, whether you believe it or not, you're still not invited to my wedding. Fine, I see. Well then, I guess I'm not going to your wedding as your guest then, huh? Nope, definitely not. Anyways, I've gotta go. Me and their guys are going out for my bachelor party. We're definitely gonna get wild. I'm talking booze, girls, and a lot of bad behavior. It's my last night of being a free man, so I'm gonna make the most of it whilst I can. Oh, so you're gonna cheat on Daisy as well whilst you're at it? It's not cheating. It's my bachelor party. Every guy does it on their last night of freedom. I'm not doing anything wrong. Yes, you are. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her, right? Now, see you later, Damien. I'm gonna go and have some fun. Damien, why did you do that? You just ruined my wedding. Daisy's just walked out on me. Everyone is judging me. I can't believe you and Beth would do something like that. Well, you gave me the idea, to be honest. What? Yeah, when you said that I would be objecting when the vicar asked, I just simply couldn't pass up the opportunity. You ruined my life. All so that you could be a bit dramatic? It wasn't so that I could be dramatic. I did it so that Daisy wouldn't have to marry someone who was lying to her about how they felt. So that she didn't get stuck with a horrible, money-grabbing idiot and take every last penny of hers should she ever want to divorce him. She deserves someone way better than you. So if I can help her out, then I am more than happy to do so. But you told her everything. You told her all about how I wanted her money. You made it seem like I didn't care about her at all. And it doesn't help that Beth showed a slideshow of what happened at my bachelor party. How did she even get those photos anyway? I didn't put any on any social media site. Well, no you didn't, but your friends did. What? Yeah, Jonathan put up a bunch on his Instagram, and Greg put some up on his Facebook as well, and they didn't hold back. They both posted all the photos they took, including the ones where you're doing things that no decent husband-to-be should be doing. It's really quite horrible of you, to be honest, to have acted like that behind Daisy's back. Well, if it wasn't for you, she never would have known. She would never have found out, and she would never have left me at the altar. Instead, after you showed her everything, she left, just walked out of the church without looking back. Now I've got a church full of angry and confused people. All Daisy's rich friends and family are leaving, but not before they tell me exactly what they think of me, which is usually about me being a low-life, horrible man. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted to happen. Well, tough. You don't get to manipulate people and lie to them just for your own selfish gain. I won't let you do that. You're supposed to be my brother, my family. A good brother wouldn't do this to his own sibling. A good person would look out for other good and kind people, even if it means having to make a hard decision and doing something that could hurt their own family. God, you're such a goody two-shoes. I'm a nice person. Something you need to learn how to become if you ever want to find a nice woman to marry again. Lord knows Daisy won't be giving you any second chances. Yeah, and whose fault is that? Say what you want, but I know that I did the right thing. I swear, you're not my brother. After the stunt you just pulled, I have no brother anymore. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'll always consider you my brother. If you decide that you want to talk, I'll always be around to listen, even if I'm angry at you. Whatever, just get lost. I never want to see or hear from you ever again. Goodbye then, Ben. I hope your life gets better and that you improve your personality so that it doesn't lead you to more heartbreak. Whilst I did feel slightly guilty for ruining my brother's wedding, Daisy simply deserved to know the truth behind their marriage. Otherwise, she would have just been miserable, trapped in a loveless marriage. After the embarrassment of being left at the altar, Ben never heard from Daisy again. Although her friends and family certainly had a lot to say, They wrote Ben off as a gold digger, which meant that all the other rich women in the area knew what he was like and knew to steer well clear of him. This, of course, angered him even more, but if he's gonna act so awful, then maybe he deserves to be knocked down a peg or two. As for me, I'm happy living my life. I even started talking to Daisy after she messaged me to thank me for stopping the marriage. We're good friends now, and there might even be a little spark between us. But I'll just have to wait and see. Until next time, though, wish me luck.
OMG, Casey! Guess what just happened to me? You'll never believe it.
What? You've just discovered the joys of moisturizer? Because I really hope that's why you're so excited. Your skin could really do with it.
What? No. Darren's just proposed to me! Isn't that great?
You're engaged?
Yeah! I'm so happy right now. I literally can't stop smiling.
Uh-huh. That's great.
Geez, I thought you'd be a little bit more excited for me. I mean, it's not every day that your little sister gets engaged, you know?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I'm kind of annoyed.
Huh? Annoyed? Why?
Well, let's face it. I'm so much prettier and smarter and generally just better than you. So how come you're the one who's getting engaged and I'm still single?
Well, maybe it has something to do with that terrible attitude of yours. I don't think any man wants to be with someone who's so big-headed and enjoys putting other people down to try and make themselves feel better. I mean, I've literally just told you that I'm going to be getting married and all you can think about is yourself. It's so selfish of you. I thought that you'd be happy for me. Instead, it almost seems like you'd rather I'd not be engaged at all.
Well, to be honest, yeah, I'd rather you weren't engaged. As the little sister, you really should have waited until I was married before you did anything. I mean, it's only polite to do so. It's almost like you're trying to rub it in my face that you're getting married before me. As the more successful and older sister, you really should have talked to me first, before anything happened. I'm kind of hurt that you didn't.
Are you serious? You seriously think that I should have asked your permission to get engaged? Just so that you wouldn't feel bad? That is so self-centered of you.
Well, why else would you tell me that you're engaged?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I wanted to share one of the biggest days of my life with my sister? You know, I don't even know why I bother. You couldn't even be bothered to meet my partner. You still don't know what he looks like. Honestly, I thought that this might make you open your eyes and decide to be a nice big sister for a change. To actually support me in something that is incredibly important to me. Guess I was wrong about that.
Well, excuse me for not being ecstatic that my little sister is getting married before me. And no, I haven't been bothered to get to know your partner because I really couldn't care less what he was like. I bet he's just some mediocre, ugly loser who works a dead-end office job and earns like $15,000 a year. Why would I want to associate myself with someone so low-class like that? I'm a doctor, Lucy. I have standards. Something you apparently don't have. I mean, what kind of name is Darren anyway?
You know what? Whatever. Forget I even said anything. In fact, forget that I'm even getting married because you're definitely not invited to the wedding.
What?
If you're too good to even meet my fiancé and get to know him, why should I invite you to a wedding that, in your words, is just going to be filled with low-class people anyway?
Fine then. You're doing me a favor by not making me be there. I won't have to be bored all night long with a bunch of idiots hitting on me.
As if they'd hit on you.
Besides, I bet you're just scared that I'll show you up on your wedding day. That I'm going to look so much better than you that everybody's eyes will be on me and not you. Hey, you're probably scared that even your fiancé will want to be with me as soon as he sees me and that he'd ditch you in a heartbeat for me. Maybe I should come just to see that happen. It would be hilarious.
He would never do that. He loves me. Besides, you might look pretty, but as soon as you opened your mouth, he'd see just how ugly you actually are, and he'd run a mile in the opposite direction just to get away from you.
Ugh, well, you're stupid.
Great comeback.
Shut up! I'm done talking to you. I hope your wedding is awful and that everything bad that can happen does.
Thanks, Casey. And I hope that I never have to see your face again, because you're definitely not my sister with how horrible you've acted basically my entire life. I don't need someone as vile as you in my life.
Well, I don't need some needy, bratty little sister who's always hogging everyone's attention in my life.
Hogging everyone's attention? Seriously? That's you.
Whatever. Leave me alone.
Gladly. Lucy, how dare you? Mom? How could you do that to your sister? How could you be so horrible and thoughtless? What are you on about? You're getting married! How dare you? You're not seriously angry that I'm getting married, are you? You're my mom. I thought you'd be happy for me. Well, you thought wrong. What you're doing is so incredibly horrible to your sister. I demand you call the wedding off immediately. You need to wait until Casey is married first. Only then can you even think about it yourself. You're the younger sister, so you need to do as me and your big sister say. No, I'm not going to call off my wedding simply because you and Casey are acting insane. I don't have to listen to either of you, and I certainly don't have to wait to get married until Casey has. What I do with my life is entirely up to me. Why, you ungrateful little girl. Look, your sister has you beat in every aspect. However, if you get married before her, then all you're doing is making her look bad. Like she can't get a husband. I don't want that happening. Understood? The only reason why she hasn't got a husband yet is because she's been focusing on her career as a doctor. It's incredibly difficult work, and she's needed to give all of her attention to it. She shouldn't be punished for doing that. After all, what have you done with your life, huh? You're nothing but a failed painter with nothing to show for it. So just accept you're nothing compared to her. Call off the wedding and let your sister do what she needs to, okay? Maybe you could even introduce your fiancé to Casey. I'm sure they hit it off. I mean, she has the looks and the brains for it. Surely he wouldn't be able to resist her charms. No, that's not happening. And unless you have something nice to say to me, don't bother talking to me again. God, I can't believe it's taking me this long to see just how toxic you both are. I mean, I always knew that you preferred Casey over me, but to this extent? It's ridiculous. I'll tell you what I told Casey. Don't bother coming to my wedding because you're not invited. I'm just thankful that my mother-in-law is so much nicer than you. Well, she must be an idiot then not to see just how pathetic you are. I don't even want to come to your wedding if it's full of morons who actually like you. Nice, Mom. Real nice. I'm done with both you and Casey. Have a nice life, because I definitely won't be keeping in touch. Likewise.
Hey Mom, can you actually believe that Lucy seriously hasn't invited us to her wedding?
I know, right? I mean, how ungrateful can you get? I brought her into this world.
I haven't even met her fiancé.
Me neither.
Well, shouldn't we get to have a say about who she's marrying? She is my little sister and your youngest daughter, after all. We should be making sure that whoever she's marrying actually knows what he's getting into, and that I'm still available if he'd rather be with someone much better.
LOL, that's true. Maybe you should make a surprise appearance, just to make sure that everything goes well, you know? Wouldn't want something bad to happen on her wedding day.
Oh, totally. And if I just so happen to show up in a wedding dress that's much nicer than hers, well, it's just an accident. No one told me that I couldn't wear it.
LOL. Oh, you should totally do that. It would be so hilarious. And if I just accidentally managed to ruin her dress by spilling something on it, well, it's just an accident, isn't it?
Too true. Okay, so it's sorted? We're actually going to do this?
Definitely. It will teach her to try and show you up. I'll have to remember to bring my camera so I can take a photo of her face when she realizes what's happening.
If you do that, then I might just have to have it printed out for myself.
Okay then. I guess I'll see you there.
OMG, Lucy? How could you? Why didn't you tell me who you were marrying? Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. Not to mention that my job is basically over. I can't believe what just happened. Lucy, you need to answer me right now. I need you to set things right for me.
Huh? Casey? Why would I do that? I mean, you literally just showed up at my wedding wearing a wedding dress to try and show me up. Why would I help someone who was actively trying to ruin the most special day of my life?
Because you never told me that you were marrying my boss. If I had known that, I never would have done anything like this.
No. Instead, you just have tried to steal him from me, right?
Honestly, yes, I would have. You don't deserve to be with someone like him. He's cute and incredibly wealthy because his dad owns a series of hospitals, one of which I work at. How on earth did you even meet him? Let alone get him to fall in love with you?
I met him when I injured myself about a year ago. I had to go and get stitches at the hospital, and he was the one who took care of me. We began talking, and after I was discharged, we decided to go on a date. Things just went from there.
Well, why didn't you tell me that was who you were marrying?
I asked if you wanted to meet him. You said that you couldn't be bothered. I figured, why should I continue to tell you anything about my life when you clearly didn't care?
But now I've made a complete fool out of myself by turning up in a wedding dress at my boss's wedding. Everyone's going to think that I'm some stupid idiot. Either that or a really horrible sister.
Well, they wouldn't be wrong on either accounts, would they?
Lucy, this isn't funny. You need to sort this out with them. Tell him that it was just a joke or something. That you dared me to do it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make excuses and save your backside when you had every intention of ruining my wedding. You've been nothing but horrible to me my entire life, and now it looks like karma's finally got you back.
I could lose my job.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it?
Oh God, the owner of the hospital is calling me. This is bad.
Oh, my new father-in-law? He's a nice man. Fair and doesn't take any rubbish from anyone. Good luck trying to wriggle your way out of this one.
Lucy!
I've got a wedding reception to get to, so I'm going to go. Oh, before I do you reckon Mom would give me the photo she got of your face when you realized what was happening? I bet it's hilarious.
This isn't funny.
Yeah, it kind of is. Anyway, my new husband is calling me, so I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my day with the man that I love. Have a nice life, Casey, because this is the last time I'm going to talk to you after what you and Mom tried to do today. Goodbye.
No, wait, Lucy. This is your fault, so you need to sort it out. Please.
The rest of my wedding went on without any hiccups. It was one of the best days of my life for many reasons. Not only did I get to marry the man that I love, but my sister and my mom both got what they deserved for all the times they were so vile to me. Casey was fired from her job at the hospital as, unsurprisingly, she should have actually been at work the day that she crashed my wedding. She had lied about being ill to take the day off, something that her boss was definitely not pleased about. As for my mom, she was so humiliated that she couldn't go out without one of her friends commenting on her behavior and what had happened. They all sided with me and told her that what she tried to do was completely disgusting. Casey is currently looking for a new job, but considering that all of the major hospitals in the area belong to my husband's father, it's not going as well as she'd like. As for me, I'm living happily with my new husband, and we're even expecting our first baby. We honestly couldn't be happier.